All right, parents watching at home, if your kids stayed in tutorials today, this is what we're going to work on. They are working very diligently, or they were going to be in trouble with me and you. So, they'll be able to show you today after tutorials how much they did, all the work they did. They will be so excited to show you everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to give the class 10 minutes. And I did post a picture on the Mr. McMurdo 5th grade Facebook so you can see all the kids here in case you want to know if your kid showed up. Boom, yes! Shakalaka, I've got it. So I'm going to pause it, give them about 10 minutes to work. They can work these problems in any order they choose. That way when we go over them, I'll have people that can help me with them, and I'm not just talking to myself, even though I talk to myself all the time, because sometimes I'm the only one who listens to me.
That's totally not creepy at all.
I'm just saying.
It isn't creepy.
Pausing video now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, these students in this room have had a chance to work on these. They didn't give them a chance to do all of them. That is why I said they could do them in any order. So every child in here should have probably 3 or 4 done if they've been using their time wisely. Now we're going to talk only as response to my questions so that we don't hear life stories of some of the children that just like to talk and hear their voice. I will be erasing these and I will be going over them. But I'm going to call on a person and they get to tell me which problem to go over first. So, Chase Hope, which one would you like to go over first?
37 times 18.
37 times 18. Those of you at home will notice that there was a dot written between that. But my friend Chase Hope, as well as everybody else in this room, realizes the dot is another way to write multiplication. We move on to that because as we move up in life, we start using variables and the x and the multiplication sign would get confusing. So Chase Hope, we're going to write this, solving it the traditional way, because even though they tell you should know 4,000 ways to solve it, I still think this is the best way to know it. Chase, you ready to help me? You sure, Chase? All right, Chase is going to help me. Chase, 8 times 7 is? 56. Put my 6, carry my 5. Chase, 8 times 3? No. Say again?
18.
No. 8 times 3? 8. 60. 24 plus 5? 29. So 37 times 8 is 296. Now I am moving to the tens place. That's why that 0 goes there, because my next number is going to be in the tens place. Chase, are you ready for this? This is where it gets difficult, okay? You ready?
Yes.
1 times 7. 7. Take a deep breath. So you're ready to do the next one. 1 times 3. 3. You ready? 6 plus 0 is? 6. 9 plus 7 is? 16. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is? 6. So the answer to this problem is 666. Now I could check it by dividing 18 into 666, and I would hopefully get 37 as the quotient. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I was going to ask.
You want to do the next one? All right, maybe I'll call on you. Maybe. Peyton.
I would like to do 805 divided by 24.
Good. Peyton would like to do 805 divided by 24. Now, obviously, we don't do this written in this manner because there are very few people that are smart enough to do that, and I am not one of them. So we're going to do 805 divided by 24, and Peyton gets to help me. Peyton, does 24 go into 8? No. Peyton, does 24 go into 80? Yes, because 80 is bigger than 24. I'm going to have a 2-digit number, probably have a remainder because I just made these up. I just made them up. How many times do you think 24 is going to go into 80, Peyton?
24 can go into 83 times.
And what is 3 times 24?
So 3 times 24 is 72.
72. What is 80 subtract 72?
Teachers, I am looking for Kayla Nazaroff. Kayla Nazaroff, if she is with you, please call extension 4310. Kayla
Hold on, I got a call.
Nazaroff.
And I'm back. So, Peyton, 80 subtract 72 is?
80. So you have to cross out this.
No, I don't. 80 subtract 72. I don't have to borrow. It's $80. And you give me $72. How much you have left?
84.
Good, it's 80. It's 8.
It's 84.
No, I haven't brought down the 5 yet. My question was 80 subtract 72.
Oh.
It's 8. Now I bring down the 5.
Yep.
Okay? So, Peyton, how many times does 24 go into 85? 3.
72.
72.
Minus 13 remainder. 13, that's your remainder, and then the problem is solved.
Good. So 805 divided by 24 should give us an answer of 33. Remainder 13. 33. Remainder 13. I know I'm going kind of quick as we do this, but you can always watch it again at home. I'm posting it for all those people that are not allowed to stay at tutorials. So really everybody can do tutorials if they just watch it at home.
But it's harder to do it.
Ashley, what would you like to do?
4 over 9, and 1 over 6.
Good. 4/9 subtract 1/6. 4/9 subtract 1/6. And we've been working on this in class this week. And as I've told you, I like to write them vertically as opposed to horizontally because it makes it easier when I'm finding my equivalent fractions. So what is my first step, Ashley?
You have to find the equal, like the same denominator.
Good. I need to find so that they have the same denominator. The least common denominator. You with me, Janelle?
Yep.
Least common denominator. Ashley, what are my denominators?
9, 6.
9 and 6 are my denominators. So what's my least common?
9, 18, 27,
Stop. 6.
6, 12, 18.
Boom! Shakalaka. 18 it is. So I can change these so they're both over 18. Yes, if you keep going, you're going to find more multiples. That's why it's called the least common multiple. The bigger the multiple, I mean, there are an infinite number of multiples. If you use the least common multiple, it's going to make it easier if you have to simplify. That's right. What's next?
You have to figure out 6 times y equals 18.
Good. So what do I have to multiply by 6 to get 18?
3.
3. If I multiply my denominator by 3, I must also multiply my numerator by 3. 1 times 3 is
3.
3. Now what?
9 times 2 equals 18.
So I have to multiply these both by 2. And my numerator is
8.
8. Because 4 times 2 is 8. Addition or subtraction?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. I always go back over here and look to make sure that I don't make a silly mistake.
Can't you figure out if you can simplify again?
Do what?
You want, I figured out if it's simplified. If you need to simplify again, but you need to.
I don't need to?
No.
Good. 8/18 subtract 3/18 is?
5/18.
5/18. And really, if I just knew my factors of 5 are 5 and 1, does 5 go into 18? No. So if the biggest factor of this, or if the only factors of this don't go into 18, then it cannot be simplified.
Mr. McMurdo, can you pass the sale cards?
Yes, I would love to. Nothing more in my entire life.
Thank you.
Lawrence, what would you like to work on?
2/5 plus 3/7.
2/5 plus 3/7. And as I said on the last problem and the 3 other videos I posted today. Write them vertically because we've got to find common denominators. So my least common denominator. What are my denominators, Lawrence?
Your bottom.
Okay, so what numbers are they?
Oh, 5 and 7.
5 and 7. What is my least common denominator, Lawrence?
35.
35. So I could change these so that they both have a denominator of 35 without changing the value of them. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35.
35.
Boom. Shakalaka, 35 is it. So now what do I do, Lawrence?
Well, whatever you do to the bottom, you gotta do to the top.
Awesome.
So it took us 5 times to get the 35 from 7.
Good. So I have to multiply these both by 5 and I get?
You get
3 times 5, 15.
Oh, yeah,
And here I get?
14.
Okay, because I got to multiply by 7. That's going to read it to you because I can't right now. 14 fifteenths. Is it addition or subtraction?
Addition.
Addition.
So if you add them all together, then it's 29 35.
29 over 35. We'll see if we can simplify that. Hold once again. All right, so we're at 29 35ths. Lawrence, can I simplify this?
You can simplify the 35, but not the 1. So.
Good. I got to find the common factors. 29 is prime, so it only has 1 in 29. And 35,
1 and
1, 35, 5, and 7. The greatest common factor is 1. If the greatest common factor is 1, that fraction cannot, and I mean cannot, be simplified. Why are you guys sitting on the floor talking to each other under a desk? That would be alarming if I sent this video home to those 2 parents in particular of kids that were sitting on the floor talking under a desk. That would make them sad. Presley, which problem would you like to do?
94 times 37.
94 times 37 is the problem that Presley has selected and that Presley gets to help me with. 94 times 37. I know that you guys have already got written down. What have we done? 4 problems so far? 4 or 5? So I know when you take this home to your parents, you'll be able to show them the 5 problems we've done because you're writing them all down. I'm just saying. All right, Presley. I'm going to start with my ones place in the bottom factor. Bottom. 7 times 4 is what, Presley? 28. 7 times 9 is what, Presley?
63.
Plus 2?
65.
Good. So 7. 94 times 7, or 7 ones, is 658. I now move to my tens place. Because I'm moving to my tens place, I put a 0 here. So now I'm starting, my first number needs to be in my tens place. So 3 times 4 is?
12.
12. Put my 2, carry my 1. 3 times 9?
27.
Plus 1.
28.
28. And I add these 2 products together. What I've just done is this is 94 times 7. This is 94 times 30.
30.
30 because the 3's in the tens place. So 3 tens is 30. 1 7 is, or 7 sevens is 7. So that's how I broke it up. What you're actually doing here is multiplying 94 times 7 first, and then 94 times 30, because that 3 is in the tens place. All right, now we find the sum of those two products. 8 plus 0 is what, Presley? 8. 5 plus 2 is what, Presley?
7.
6 plus 8 is what, Presley?
14.
Carry my 1 plus 2 is what, Presley?
3.
3. So I should get 3,478. If you've got that, let me hear a boom shakalaka. Awesome sauce.
Yay.
Awesome sauce. Let's...
Awesome sauces.
Ethan, will you pick one for me?
I can't.
Not one nostril, one of the problems.
Awesome money.
820 divided by 41. You know what? I like those of you that struggle with division that pick division. Because that's what tutorials is. To work on what you struggle with. Good job. Alright, so Ethan, does 41 go into 8?
No.
No. So I'm not going to have a number in the hundreds place. Does 41 go into 82?
Yeah.
How many times do you think?
2.
2 times. And what is 2 times 41, Ethan?
82.
82. And I get a 0. So my answer is 2, right? Right, it's not. Because I have to have a number here and a number here.
Yeah.
So how many times does 41 go into 0?
That's 0.
0. And I could check this, and I could do it very quickly. 41 times 20. Well, if it has a 0 here in the bottom factor, bottom, I just bring that down. Then I multiply my 2 and 8. So I get the same thing. I get the same thing. Peyton, yes.
Can't you just do 41 times 2 is 82 and then add a 0 and then boom, you still have the same answer?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's basically what we did. But, yes, Rat.
Like, what do you do on this problem?
Well, draw a square, and then all 4 sides equal that. So how would you figure out one side? All right, Mia, you got one you want to work?
4 divided by 4.
Okay, so she wants the 4.24 divided by 4. 4 and 24 hundredths divided by 4. So Mia, when we're dividing by decimals, what do we do with the decimal point? Bring it straight up. Then I'm done with it. I ignore it for the rest of the time. We pretend like it's not even there. Goodbye, Mr. Decimal Point. I'm not going to look at you again. How many times can 4 go into 4?
1.
Okay, good. So I'm going to have a number in the ones place. I'm going to have a number in the tenths place and the hundredths place. So my answer is going to be 1, or it's going to be something, point, something, something. Okay, so it's going to go out to the hundredths place. Mia, how many times does 4 go into 4?
Once.
Once. Then I bring down my 2. Mia, after I bring down, I got to divide again. How many times does 4 go into 2? 0. So now I have 1.0. I bring down my 4. Mia, how many times does 4 go into 24? Good. 6. Because 6 times 4 is 24. We get 0. So we get 4 and 24 hundredths. Do you know how to do this? Or do you need some help with it? Do you know how to do it, or do you need help? Okay, cool. I was just going to help you with it if you needed to. All right, Janelle, pick a problem that you'd like us to do.
4 divided by 4. Hold on, what was the answer? Oh,
We just did 4.24 divided by 4. You were playing with putty. It's 1 600ths. Sorry you didn't hear me, Peyton, because you were distracted by not paying attention. What would you like, Janelle?
24 divided by 800.
We did that one already. 820 divided by 41. 805 divided by 24. We've done. Did we do 2/5 plus 3/7? Yes.
No.
We haven't done 33 times 24
We
or
haven't did
16.1 times 0.32.
Good. You can help me with that. 16 and 1/10 times 32 hundredths. Now, as you can tell by looking at it, we don't line up the decimal points when we multiply. In fact, we ignore them if they're there. And I'm really multiplying 161 times 32. And then when I go back, I'm going to look at the decimal points. So, Janelle, 2 times 1,
2,
2 times 6,
12,
carry the 1, 2 times 1,
2,
plus 1,
3,
3. Moving to my tens place, 3 times 1,
3,
3 times 6,
18,
18, carry my 1, 3 times 1,
30,
plus 1,
4,
2.
I get 2, I get 5, I get 8, 9, 10, 11, I get 5. How many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem?
30.
3.
5 on 5.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and my answer should be 5 and 152 thousandths. So that, yes, Bea. You want to do one? Which one, Bea?
Can you choose one hard one?
You want me to choose a hard one? Which one have we not done?
33 times 22.
33 times 24?
We did? We did. No, we did. We do 2.
We don't even have that problem.
What?
3 7.
Oh, then I did.
Did we do 2/5 plus 3? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did Lawrence did 2/5 plus 3/7.
That was part of the
yeah.
24 divided by 805.
Okay.
Never mind.
There's no more.
All right, guys. Thank you for being in tutorials. I will post this. Make sure you clean up after yourselves, please. Take these papers home so your parents see them. I've already telling them that you're going to see them.
And this is sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless, love ya, be kind.